What's up, family? Hey, rent prices are so high, people are going broke. They're getting put out.
This is the kitchen.
Okay. Okay, I like this unit. How much did you say rent was?
This unit is $5,000.
Choose to renew our lease in August. It's going to cost us $4,008 a month.
What?
But I'm literally working just to pay rent for us to have a place to sleep.
I work more than full time. I work more than 50 hours every week, and I can't qualify for an apartment in most states in America today.
And she was taking me up to this room and she was like, oh my god, you're going to love it. It's a one bedroom. It's $2,800, but it has a big balcony.
What?
Oh, it has a big balcony, bitch. Does it?
$1,800 for a studio apartment downtown, minus $200 parking, minus utilities. Like, what the fuck? How are you guys living? How are you guys living? Please tell me.
Rent prices are out of control. Landlords are gouging tenants, and people are struggling to find affordable housing. Let's dive into the world of rental nightmares and see what people are saying about this housing crisis. And yeah, one more thing, subscribe, because my subscriber increasing rate is lower than inflation, so subscribe to beat the inflation. Let's start with something chill.
And this is the kitchen.
Okay. Okay, I like this unit. How much?
What's up, family? Hey, what do you, man, this rent is ridiculous, and you got to make 3 times more of what the rent is. So if the rent is $2,000 a month, you got to make $6,000 a month. What jobs out here is paying that right now? $6,000 a month. If the rent's $4,000, then you got to make $12,000. What jobs is paying $12,000 a month? So yeah, rent's really high. People are going homeless. That's why I did a video the other day. Check it out, about living in your car and stuff, because a lot of people are doing that now.
Hey, rent was?
This unit is $5,000.
Oh no, I'm renting, not buying.
I know. $5,000 for rent, not including utilities.
Does it come with a family or?
If money is an issue, I can refer you to someone else.
Nah, money's not an issue. You said it was 5,000?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's that, like 1,000, like 5 times or something?
That's how numbers work. So yes.
Yeah.
So the deposit will be $3,500, including first and last month's rent, plus the application fee, which brings you to about $17,000.
See, my real issue are these cabinets.
$17,000 to move in, family. $17,000 to move in a place.
All together at the same time. That's the only way they'll stop increasing rent. And what safety nets do you have in place for all of the people who are suddenly going to be unhoused? This is by no means the first time I've seen something like this, but when we're talking about irresponsible organizing, this is what we're talking about. Telling people to put their housing at risk, knowing full well that many of them have nowhere else to go, and if they get evicted, that means they are on the street, to just stop paying rent and do a rent strike without doing any of the work to provide like safety and safety nets and support for those people is incredibly irresponsible. There should absolutely be rent caps. Rent should be lower. Rent is insane. The rental market needs more regulation. It's out of control. And yes, a rent strike can be a way to achieve that. But if you do not already have all of these safety nets put in place for the people who are going to be striking, it's going to fall apart incredibly quickly. And the most vulnerable people will be in even worse places than they were at the beginning. You need to have infrastructure in place for this to work.
So my lease ends in like 7 days, and I told this bitch I don't want to spend more than $2,200, and she was taking me up to this room and she was like, oh my god, you're gonna love it. It's a one bedroom. It's $2,800, but it has a big balcony. Oh, it has a big balcony, bitch. Does it? Do you know what else is big? No? Okay, let me tell you what's not. The bank accounts, the budget, the credit score, the patience, bitch. Why don't you take the keys to Miss 2,800, not including parking and utilities, and shove it up here? So I got a letter from my
People are getting mad.
to Miss Rachel Peterson Connolly. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically, if Ty and I choose to renew our lease in August, it's gonna cost us $4,008 a month. We live in a 2-bed, 2-bath in South Denver. Just so you don't think I'm making it up.
We would be paying almost as much as my parents do for a 7-bedroom, 11-acre house.
Wow.
Colorado, y'all are on some crack cocaine.
I have been homeless for over 100 days. I live here in this Prius, which is a rental car, and I work more than full time. I work more than 50 hours every week, and I can't qualify for an apartment in most states.
Yeah, and that Prius rental car is probably most likely 90% is a Uber car, because that costs you too. That car is about probably probably about $400 a week just for the car. Yeah, you can't possibly make it. It's impossible to make it. It's impossible to make it because, like, once society realizes that you're homeless, or once society realizes that you don't have it, people take advantage of you. People take advantage of you, and I'm telling you, like, those cars right there, like those Priuses and those different cars, they'll rent them out to people to be Uber drivers and stuff. And I'm telling you, they will take it. You will never, ever get on your feet, because by the time you pay for gas and that, and by the time you pay that payment, man, you're broke again. You're broke again. Like, so you're never going to get on your feet, you know, for real. Seriously.
In America today. And, you know, I put out a couple videos recently about this, and a lot of people watched them, and there was mixed reviews. And we're at a divide in this country right now where, you know, there seems to be this idea that if you want to be able to survive and work a job and be able to afford a home and a car and things like that, the essentials, somehow that is getting misconstrued for socialism. I've been called a socialist more times in the last few days than I care to count. And how is that socialism? Because when you think about it, right, just 15 years ago, 20 years ago, people could work one job, afford to buy a home, have a car, a newer car, a yearly vacation. You go back a little bit further, like 30 years ago, one person could earn for a whole family, could have a partner, children, a new car, and a yearly vacation on one income.
On one income.
How are we at this point where people like myself that are working can't afford a place to even live? But then when we ask for that, it's somehow called socialism.
Yeah, I seen y'all had some 1-bedroom luxury apartments for rent. How much they going for? Ted, like 2, 3, 4, 5? Hell, it ain't like it matter anyway. We gonna raise the shit.
Every year.
Like, what you
Every year.
Yeah, like 2, 3, 4, 5.
Family, put in the comment. You know they, once you get in there, the next year to stay in there, they gonna raise your rent every year. And they can raise it the way they want to raise it. Because they know you don't feel like moving that furniture and stuff. Man, this stuff be a rip-off, family. It's really a rip-off.
Bands, racks, $1,000. Damn, the hood, like, down the Okay, what's the luxury features they come with? Why is so much? Shit, the refrigerator silver, and we just hit the walls with some fresh beige paint, and we just put the fake wood flow in. You ain't ready for this?
Okay, cool. So I'm not gonna move out of my house because I can't afford rent, so I'm moving into my parents' property. But one time I couldn't afford rent either, and I was driving down the highway to try and go get help from social services, and the hood of my car smashed into my windshield and shattered it. So I pulled over, and this lady behind me pulled over and turns out I happen to know her. So she helps me get to the social services office, and I'm calling my dad, and he's like out of state or out of town. And as I'm there, this other lady overhears me, and she's like, I'll call AAA and have them tow your car for free. What's your address? So they gave me a ride home, towed my car for free. A couple of days later, my friends called me, and they're like, hey, let's go out. And I was like, sorry, I can't go out. I can't even get to work. My car is completely wrecked. The windshield's wrecked. I can't even make rent. I don't know how I'm going to fix this. So sorry, guys. And they're like, hey, you know what? We just ran into some cash, and we want to help you. So they paid for my car. They got me a rental. And they paid for rent for me that month. And you want to know something? If the hood of my car hadn't flown up and shattered my windshield, none of that would have happened. I wouldn't have gotten anything.
Facts.
And I probably wouldn't have been able to pay rent that
Facts.
month. Because I never would have told them that.
Facts. Let me tell you, family, sometimes bad things happen for good reasons. That's why you got to flow. You can't just give it energy, because sometimes bad things have to happen so good things can come. That's what happened in her situation. By that hood hitting that windshield, she felt like, oh my God, what can go wrong next? But if that would have never happened, she would have never got her rent paid.
Sorry, I can't go out. And I'm like, sure, let's go out. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, you know what? Me moving into my parents' house at 30 is going to be the best thing that's ever happened to me. It feels like right now I'm pulling over on the side of the road with a shattered windshield. My life sucks, but you know what? Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. It doesn't matter. We're going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. Currently living in Alberta, specifically Calgary area, and you live downtown in a high-rise apartment, what the fuck do you do for work? Like, I need to know. Because I just went apartment shopping or like renting, whatever, with my friend the other day, and the prices are absolutely insane. And I just don't understand what job people are doing as Canadians. Like, I'm 25. What job would a 25-year-old have to be living in these apartments? Because it's just insane to me. Like, $1,800 for a studio apartment downtown, minus $200 parking, minus utilities. Like, what the fuck? How are you guys living? How are you guys?
And that's the question: how you guys living? And you think other people are doing extraordinary things, but they're not, family. They just, people are really good at pretending. People are really good at hiding. They're hurting just like you hurting, and they hurting. You know, the more they have, the more that they're worried. That first of the month comes so fast, family. You would not believe it. That first of the month comes so fast, you would not believe it, family. And yeah, they're hurting. They're hurting just like you hurting, you know. But they just cover it really good. They cover it really good. They you know, they got the clothes, they got the shoes, and they smile. But sometimes when people go in houses, in their house or their apartment or their high rise, they crying and they really don't know how they gonna make it. So, you know, don't feel bad, family. Don't feel bad if you don't have it, and don't always wonder about somebody else's pocket, because it's not as it seems. I'm telling you, they're probably hurting a lot worse than you. But check this out, family. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Go ahead and subscribe, and hit that icon, that ringer icon. But mostly hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Hey, if you're a little shy, you don't want to leave comments, just put 111 in there. 222. Let me know you're around. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I'm dishing out these videos because this is what I like to do, you know, and I'm here for y'all, family, and this is the Walk to Live, family. As you can see on my shorts, I walked today. We got some work in on that track today, and we're going to get some work in on that track tomorrow. I'll be posting tomorrow. Hey, man, let's go ahead and build this community. Hey, I appreciate you guys for watching my videos, because you don't have to. You have millions of other people you can watch, but you chose to watch me, and I really appreciate that. Hey, have a beautiful night. Appreciate you guys.